Hi everybody, how are you doing? Happy Friday. It's that time of the week again and I've missed you guys. Have you missed me? I can't believe it's been 2 weeks since I've last seen you. Actually, technically 3 because I've missed 2 weeks of crafting and I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I have been missing you incredibly, but I'll tell you exactly why, because we had a little bit of a secret squirrel mission. You see, it was my mum and dad's 50th wedding anniversary and my brothers and sisters had a barbecue party for them, and we flew over to surprise them. The big ruse was that we were going to be joining them on video chat by Zoom. And of course we were actually there. So I arrived over there on Friday, not last Friday, the Friday before. And I went to go stay with my friend Ruth, who's sometimes on the stream. And I thought, oh, actually, I'll just do a live stream with Ruth from my phone, just something quick so I could check in with you guys. And then I thought to myself, I can't do that because my mum sometimes will join the live stream and just check in and say hello. And I thought, I can't go to all this trouble and then give it all away when she sees the live stream of me sitting in Ruth's house. That would never do. Jasmine's here. Hey, Jasmine. And Sarah Louise is here as well. Jasmine says, we missed you. Yay. And Sarah Louise, did you see that we updated our checklist for you as per your request? I don't know how that managed to slip through the cracks on the last release, but I've also updated it for our future release, which is coming in a little bit. And we got our stamp samples today. So I'm really excited about that. Yay! So what have you guys been up to is my question. And I will start thinking about what we're going to make today. Alexa, let me turn her off. Online is here. And on Twitch, hello. Sarah says, I did, thank you very much. Jasmine says, I'm saving my pennies for this release, including any birthday money that I get. Awesome. Well, that's good to know. So I was thinking that there is, I think the Lawn Fawn release had some like jungle critters and things like that. So I've been seeing some more like jungly type cards on social media, and that has inspired me to pull out some of my sort of jungly themed items. So I was thinking I might use the Amazonian leaves dies here and maybe create a little bit of a slimline slider pop-up. I think that would be really fun to do. There, Louise says shopping on Happy Doodle. Shopping, shopping. Oh yes, and we've got a promotion on at the moment, which is, did you know that Wednesday was National Junk Food Day? So we thought that we would have a little bit of a sale on all of the stamp sets that are have little sweet treats in them or have junk food in them. So that was just something fun for us to do. So we have a good promotion on at the moment. You can save some pennies over on the store with got treat yourself and sweet stuff, loads of things like that as well. Let me see what I can find here. Sarah says, yes, a tropical vibe, absolutely. So I've pulled out Adorable Lions and also Chimply the Best. I was also thinking of pandas, but pandas are maybe, are they, maybe that's the wrong end of the world. I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe we could do something with our pandas. We do have Unbearable Without You as well, and Elephant of Surprise. But actually what I'm looking for right now is Wingman. Which I think would be cool. Might have a little flying birdie on there. Jasmine says, I was so pleased to see a stamp set that I didn't own go on sale. So he says, I know that feeling. Awesome. All right, so I'm thinking of going for a slimline slider pop-up because I think we'll get some good real estate there. And we'll build a scene that will then pop up whenever we move it back. So what will we have on our little scene? We'll have to have some of our Amazonian leaves in behind. Maybe a little cluster of these. And we'll have, I think, a lion. And I'm feeling maybe we should do a chimp or something hanging down. Do some leaves at the top here. That'll be good. Sarah says, are the lion dies on order? Sadly not. The lion dies, because they were one of the first ones that we released, we have sold all of them, and we don't think we're going to be getting them in again, because whenever we reorder, we have to do a minimum order quantity, and sadly it's just too high for the stamp set that is so old, essentially, and it we keep a list, and it kind of relies on retailers about how much they ask for as well, and if we can gather up enough interest, then we will do it. But sadly, it would just be too many for us to have to order for that. So they're not. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's see. I'll have some monkeys. See what we can do. Okay, I do have to be mindful. Let me go get, I've got a little template over here that I used previously. Here it is. This is a little tip for you guys if you are using interactive cards a bit like this. This is just what I created to sample my card, to sample the die whenever we got the dies through. So you need to make sure that if you are putting things onto your card, I can't put anything over the crease because that's going to fold up. I can put something here, but only adhere it to the middle section, if you know what I mean. And then this will come up and we'll have our little scene at the bottom. So we'll leave this here as a little bit of a guide. Maybe I won't be able to put these on. Maybe put them over to the side like this, or chop them here so that they will fold up. And we'll have our monkey, and we'll have a lion here. Maybe we'll have a bird flying by. And we'll put him on some acetate so that he actually flies. And what do you guys think? Should we put a bear down below, or should we try a, maybe we should try the panda. I don't think I've put a panda on with these guys before, and I think that would be super cute. We'll have a little bit of a variety of critters. This is gonna look adorable. Maybe we could fit in another one as well. Let me go grab my elephant. Maybe we'll do this too. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys, we got some new stuff in the store. And of course, in the interest of making sure that you guys get to see everything, I actually am keeping some for myself so that we can experiment together. So the first thing that I bought was this Ranger Mister. I have an old one like this, which you've seen me use time and time again, but it doesn't work anymore. It's broken. It got broken in the move. So I'm going to change over to this little guy. So we got these in the Happy Doodle store. I'm going to fill this with water and use that from here on out. And also in the store, I got the number 10 craft envelopes. These are going to be great for using with my slimline cards. This is the number 10 size, so it means that I can use my number 10 envelope die if I want to make something fancy. But if I want to just grab an envelope and go, we've got these nice craft ones as well. So I'm excited for that. And I also got some of the Waffle Flower Media Mat. Now, I know when I was speaking to you guys previously, you'd asked about the Waffle Flower Media Mat that I had here. And I was going to get some of them in stock. However, the distributor was out of stock of those ones. So they had the mini one. And I thought I would give that a go. So the mini one is smaller, as you can see, but it has the same silicone type to it. Ooh, I actually really like the fact that it comes in a carry bag. Means that you can keep it free from lint. It has your lovely smooth surface on the back so that it will actually grip onto your surface. It's not going to move. And this one doesn't have any of the little wells on the side. It just has enough room in the middle for your card. The bit in the middle, it says, is a 5x7 reservoir in the middle. And it's going to be great for ink blending. So I'm really excited to play with that. In fact, I think I'll just leave it over here for tonight and play with it that way. Let me catch up on some comments. Eloise says, I've been purchasing the coordinating dies, but they were out of stock. Oh, Jasmine says, I was in that position last year too with another older set and I had to find and sort it. I know, I'm sorry, you guys. And Jasmine says, you haven't posted my order yet. Maybe I can sneak on and place an order and get it all at the same time. You absolutely can, yes. Just wait until I get off the stream and I'll send you a free shipping code. So the other thing that I purchased and we have in the store is the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station. Have you guys seen these anywhere? So it is a magnetic platform. And this is the smaller size that you can get it in a large, like 12 by 12 or 13 by 13 size as well. And this one here, it's magnetic and you get this magnetic ruler with it and also these really strong magnets. So let me turn this around so you can have a little look. And I have seen people use these for using their stencils and singing their praises. So I will be playing with this bad boy as well, hopefully doing some stenciling a little bit later and see how we get on with that. So that's exciting too. Amanda's here. Hey Amanda. And Amanda, I heard that we have reached 1,000 people on Happy Doodlers, which is just crazy. Yay! It's amazing. Well done. Well done us. Very excited. Right, let me go get some alcohol marker friendly cardstock. so that I can start stamping some of these critters on here. So I definitely want a panda and a lion and a monkey. And a bird. And we'll see how we get going with that. I really should look more before ordering, says Jasmine. Amanda says, is it a 7 by 7 inch square? 6 by 6, or well, 6.5 by 6.5 it looks like. Maybe it says on it actually, hold on. Oh yes, it says 7 by 7, you are right, it's 7 by 7. Oh, that's good. We'll give that a go. Do you have the larger one, Amanda? Woohoo! Hooray for 12K. Everyone make sure to comment on the Facebook post to be entered to win. Yes, absolutely. I've been doing a little craft maintenance today. I took out my Copics and got them weighed. You might remember me saying that I had bought some Copics off eBay a little while ago, and actually I had quite a lot of duplicate, which I didn't mind so much because a lot of my Copics were actually getting fairly low, but that meant I have to weigh all of my Copics that I have and then weigh all my new ones and compare and contrast. That's quite fun though. Sarah Louise says, I've got the 12 by 12 one and it's amazing. Oh, I can't wait to try that one out then. Amanda says, can you believe I don't have the Tooth Fairy set? I had to order it last week and it's here. Playing with it this afternoon. It's crazy whenever sometimes there's ones that are just key sets and you don't have them. All right, let's get my Copics out. So, Mr. Panda. His ears. Let me go press this other camera before it times out as well. Hey, buddy. Put my timer on to remind myself. Jasmine says, oh, nice. I've got the card making kit recently and I've left it as I can see how many cards I can make from just the kit. Yes, the absolutely awesome kit. So we'll just quickly do Mr. Panda. Not going to spend too long on it. Yay! But my tray of Copics is rather overflowing. Well, it's packed. It's really packed. But hey, I'm not complaining. And we'll give him a little gray nose. So cute. All right, now let's do my Monsieur Lion. Lion 23, perfect for this. So when I went over to see my mum and my dad, it was a big surprise. We really did surprise them. It was so good. But I have to tell you, when I got back, I was exhausted. We just had such a full-on week. It was Friday was traveling and we stayed over with a friend, and then on Saturday it was up. We had a fry for breakfast. It was awesome. And then we went over to my brother's and we helped set up for the big party. And then, of course, that evening was the party. So that was a late old night. And we stayed at my brother's that night. And then the next day we had a picnic with some of my friends from school. And then it was the football. Did you guys watch the Euro final, the Euro football or soccer final? That was massive over here. Of course, we had to watch that. Awesome. And then another day we were out on the lake on paddle boards, and one day we were out on the lake on kayaks. So we were just exhausted by the time we got home. And we traveled back on last Friday. And I have to say, I was, when I came home, I was like, I really want to craft, but I just can't even stand up. I'm just too exhausted. And then on Saturday, I went and got my vaccine. So we were pretty tired after that. I'm all excited. Double jab now. All good. There, Louise says, I'm sorry I couldn't purchase the dice from you. I found some online. I'm just glad that you found some. Thank you for asking. I'm glad that I was able to let you know that so that you could get some online. My hubby, Craig, is always saying, why don't you retire some products? Because you've got too many products. So just retire some. And then I just can't. I'm like, but will people want them? I don't want to retire then. He's constantly winding me up about that. We were making the inserts and things for the new release, and I think it goes up to SKU number 404. Which is just incredible. But bear in mind that we also have things that don't go and don't have numerical SKUs, like some of the card and things like that. So we've probably got roughly about 450 SKUs. Which I still can't quite believe, to be honest. You have a few more to add to that pot. You might need a new pot soon. I know. Well, I actually have another tub like this, but it's bigger. This one has got dividers in it, but the bigger one doesn't. So I think, yes, I'm going to have to upgrade when the others arrive. How exciting. New Copics. Oh, Jen's here. Hey, Jen. How you doing? Just getting my jungle vibes on at the moment. Feeling a little bit jungly. There's a lot of jungle vibes out there at the moment. The latest Lawn Fawn release, which is so cute. Well, it might not even be the latest one. I'm so behind the times and things like that. Where's C0? There you are. There we go. Right, let's get Mr. Birdie all colored in. I think I'm going to go blue to green, maybe. I think this is one of the best features of the Wingman stamp set, is that you can really do some cool, interesting colors and blending with it. I'll come in with some actual teal colors in the middle to kind of blend it out. So pretty. Yay. And I think we'll go yellow for his body. Maybe yellow orange. Or yellow red. Maybe, no, I'll do red for his face. That would be cute. And I'll do red for his little face. Starting off with R05. R17, not quite dark enough around the outside. There we go. Very cute. And then for his beak, I think we will go for, what should we do? Maybe a pinky purple. Why not? The bird of paradise, we'll just go wild. Wild being the operative word, of course. All right. Let's die cut my panels for my card. So let me grab some white cardstock for this. Cut this down and build up our panel. So is anybody else crafting tonight? If so, what are you crafting? That's what I want to know. Please let me know if you're crafting along. I don't have long plates, so I had to do mine twice. Jasmine says, I have 3 inky backgrounds left from the card event last week to use up. Ooh. That sounds good. All right. This is going to be my inside piece. That'll work fine. Pop this over here for now. And this one. And I'm actually going to go ahead and die cut these little guys so that I have them. We'll keep them safe. Haven't as yet used my elephant or my bear, so I'll just pop them over to the side for now. But we will die cut Mr. Monkey and his friends. What was the event, Jasmine? I think it wasn't. I think I remember you saying it was an online event, but yeah, let us know what the event was. We want to know. I'm now starting to look a little bit at events like craft fairs, etc. I'm still not 100% sure about it, about going to them. What do you guys think? I think the whole Corona thing is still making me a little bit dubious. What's your opinion? Oh, that's the wrong mister. That's the wrong Manny. This one. There's a retailer event in September in Birmingham, and there's a consumer event. So retailer events are much quieter. You just need to bring one of your items and you take orders. But a consumer event is when you will sit and you'll have someone at your booth and craft and have make and takes, and there's people coming and buying from you. It's normally a little bit more manic and exhausting, but also like really good. So Jerry's still out on that one, I think, for me. I'm actually going to go ahead and die cut another one of these birdies because I want him to be flying. So I'll probably end up sandwiching a little bit of acetate between 2 die cuts. So I'm going to preempt that right now. Jasmine says she's coloring MFT Friends with fins. And Jen says, no craft for me. I just finished painting. Moved into my new house after being in a temporary place for 8 months. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jan, you need to make sure that you send me an email with your new address then if I have to send your samples to the new address, because my stamp samples arrived today. I'm so happy for you that you're in your new place though. I know how hard it is to wait. Ooh, let's do some bamboos. Totally forgot about them. Put some of these guys away again. Jasmine says it was an online event called Card Makers Success Summit. And it was hosted by Stamp Me Some Love. I've never even heard of them. Interesting. It was all Christmas in July. Oh, then I was out. I'm not a Christmas in July kind of girl. Jen says, I'm thinking it's not looking good with the variants. I'm hoping everyone will be good for Creativation in the spring, but the borders between Canada and the US aren't even open here yet. Oh, I didn't know that. Crazy. Oh, I forgot my Mr. Manny. Wrong one. Yes, I'm hoping that Creativation, by Creativation time, we will be able to come and play again. I really missed Creativation this year, just not being able to see everyone. It's crazy how much that can kind of affect your mental health, I think. Greg used to always joke that my January trip to America to see all our crafty friends was like my creative battery recharge kind of session. And having missed it this year, I definitely believe that that is an accurate reflection of what happens. Just seeing everybody really helps. Now I have my little bamboosies. So I'm still, I don't know, jury's still out for me in regards to craft fairs, because on one hand, I feel like I'm not ready to be in a confined space with that many people. And on the other hand, I think maybe other people aren't either. So the booths are a lot of money. And I would be a little worried about going there and it not being worthwhile. But also, I would worry about going there and then having health issues, like, or contributing toward issues. But I'd also worry that I would go and there'd be no one there because everybody stayed at home. Yeah, it's hard to know. Ooh. Jen says, yay for the new release. You're gonna love it. Yes, I'm very excited about it. Let me, oh, I have to have this one, I think, for today, given that it's on topic. A little leaf. To keep my critters safe from harm. Let me cut these out. Color them in. Awesome. All right. Let's cut these out as well. And we'll have to cut out some Amazonian leaves too. But one thing at a time, eh? One thing at a time. So over here, we're having a little bit of a heat wave at the moment. It's been absolutely lush weather, I have to say, for ages. And it is getting a little bit cooler now. But apparently down in England, it's like 30 degrees. Jasmine, is it warm where you are? You'll have to let me know. Oh, I've missed my head. Is it warm with you guys? Even here in Scotland, where we thought we would have rain all the time, our poor garden is like all scorched and everything. I'm not really complaining because we have been able to eat our lunch outside at the picnic table. Go for lots of WALKs, you know. You know what I mean. Amanda, are you finished your renovations for your craft room yet? And if so, how's it feeling? How's it looking? You loving it? And what's the thing that you enjoy the most about it? We're doing plans for upstairs, which will be my craft room. And I'm still debating the old sink in the room or not sink in there. Hey, Candy, how you doing? Jasmine says, warm. Did you not see me melting yesterday? Yeah, on our video chat. Melty here too. Belle started to suffer. Belle is Jasmine's doggy. Started to suffer the last few days. She hates not being allowed to go on her walks and the park runs. Aw, poor baby. That is the challenge, isn't it? All right, so here we have my, oh, this is obviously moved slightly at the bottom. Okay, here we have the panel for our slider. And now we have all of our little bits as well. So I think we're definitely going to need a monkey hanging down, and we're definitely going to need a flying birdie. Maybe he could be coming out of like here somewhere. The bamboosies are. Awesome. And then we'll just put a sentiment in underneath, I think. I think that would work. But we do have to cut out loads of leaves. So before I do that, I think I'm going to ink up my background, And I'm going to do some greens at the bottom, I think. The greens down here. And then bring it up to maybe some blues or yellows. I'm not quite sure yet. Let me go and get some ink that will work for that. Oh, did you guys see the new distress ink color? Anybody seen that as yet? Or even had their hands on it? I've not managed to get my hands on it yet, but I am excited to. Blues, says Amy. Hey, Amy. So we have a little twisted stitch on here. And I think I'm going to bring that into maybe an aged patina color. If I can find it. Cracked pistachio might work as well. Salvage patina, not aged patina. Yeah, cracked pistachio first of all, I think. Bring in some of that greenies. Jasmine says, I'll have it next week from Amy. Oh, awesome. And Jen says, good night, everyone. I have to clean up from painting. Nice to see you, Cradle. I say, oh, thank you, honey. Lovely to see you too. Well, to speak to you. And congratulations on your new house. Amy, how's your new house coming along? Are you settled in well? So that's cracked pistachio. And my salvaged patina. I think is this one. Prize ribbon is on my buy list. I own Kitsch Flamingo and Salvage Patina. Progress! Absolutely. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh. So I'm loving the vibrancy of these colors. I am very much into that. And I'm going to bring in a bit more color with some stencils. So let me go and grab some stencils. First, I'm going to use Green Fields, if I can find it. To give the impression of some grass at the bottom here. There you go. Might actually go slightly darker color, just so we get a wee bit of a contrast. Here's Mudlands. Amy says, I'm settled, but need to figure out where I want picture frames to go. Oh, I am still working on that one, girl. I have taken out picture frames so many times and then just put them away again. I even went as far as buying one of those like stud detector things that you put up against the wall and it beeps if there's like wires behind it. But it's so temperamental that I clearly don't know how to work it properly. And it just beeps nonstop to the point where you just can't stand the beeping anymore. So you're like, I'm just gonna have to wait for another day. Well, it's just too much. But we have some friends coming next Friday. Oh, that's a good point. Probably won't have a come craft with me next Friday. Oh, I'm so rubbish. There's certain times of the year where Fridays are just a write-off, especially on the run up to Christmas as well. You guys know that for sure. The run up to Christmas, I think everybody has got a full calendar, no matter what day of the week it is. Oh, here I should be using my new tool, my new toy. So let's see how this works. So I'll put down my card and my stencil. Has that come back? Is it working? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. There you are. Okay, good. So I did the IT department equivalent where this time all I did was mute myself and then unmute myself. Suzanne's here. Hey, Suzanne. I'm always excited when I catch you live. Yay! I'm excited too when you're here. All right, let me see what else we can put in here. So I'm test driving one of the Wendy Vecchi. I never know if it's Vecchi or Vecchi. Make art station. At the moment. And to a lesser extent, the Waffle Flower Mini Media Mat. I'm in love with my multimedia mat over here. There's no way I'm giving that one up. Oh, loving it, loving it. Looking good, looking good. Are you fully settled into your new home? Asks Amy. We are settled to a degree, I suppose. There's still like constant movement. We had a meeting with the architect, must be 2 weeks ago now, where we're renovating the attic. So it's still early days for that, but when we get around to doing the attic, well, he drew up some plans, and just this week we finally had a chance to review the plans, and we went back to him to say, yes, go ahead, continue, please. Go ahead with our planning permission. That's good. All right. So I have gone ahead and added some more kind of texture to this area of the card using the fancy foliage stencil. Perfect for that. Perfecto. And now I'm going to die cut some more leaves and things. And I'll color them in. In fact, let's go ahead and add some color to this scratch piece of card. Amy says, the Make Art Station is so nice to have. Yeah, so far it seems so good. I feel like the larger one would also be really good. But this one is more, I think, suitable for my little desk. Maybe when I go upstairs to the new craft room, we'll get an upgraded one. We have a little bit more space. Yeah, so we are constantly changing. We had, I think I told you guys that we moved up the living room to the craft room here. So this half of the room here is my craft room, and then over there's half of the room which is now a living area. That works fine, but Friday nights is not so easy because it means that Craig can't watch TV or play Xbox or anything like that because I get control of this room. But that's just temporary while we build and renovate the upstairs. And because we cleared out one of the rooms, it's now our spare room. But we had ordered a bed for it just in time for our friends coming to visit. And the bed arrived last Saturday. And then on Saturday, I got to do some shopping and buy some nice new bed linen. It's really nice. I like that part of the game. I like that part of the game indeed. We've got some lovely new bed sheets, cushions. We've got curtains on order. And our friends are arriving next Friday. So we're hoping to have the room kind of set up and ready as a spare room by the time they get here. I've been keeping my eye out for things like bedside cabinets and bits and pieces like that. Amy says, I have the larger station and leave it on my big craft table. Ah, cool. Oh, this did not want to cut through. I'll have to cut that one again. That's what I get for trying to cut multiple at the same time. Must have just been on the end, a bit weird. $1,200 sink and all. Ooh, says Amanda. Is it worth it, the sink? Now that Mike is not listening, you can tell us the truth. Right. These are all somewhat similar tones where it's been blended together. But what I'll do is when I position everything, I will, you're right, Ranger, I will probably add a bit more color to some of them so that we there's like a distinction between them. Well, at the moment they're blending in a lot, so I think we'll probably need some distinction happening anyway. These ones look good. I have our Monsieur Leon over here somewhere, maybe. And this is going to go up here. This guy hanging down. Oh, I need to definitely get some vines happening up here. These are looking good. Okay, let's add a little bit of color to these. I'll let my dog out. All right, pups. Let's go get a drink. Where'd you go then, darling? Any ideas for me? Are you planning for a sink in your new craft room? That would be amazing. And Suzanne says, hello, he was over on the living room side on the sofa. I'm thinking I might, because the new craft room will be above the, it will be above our current ensuite. So in that respect, it should be fairly easy to bring the tap up, etc. Bring the water pipe up. But at the same time, it's going to be right next to my bedroom, so I don't know whether we really need it. Because the bedroom will have the ensuite in it. So questions. That's why I have been asking Amanda if it is actually worth it. But I guess Amanda, if your craft room is in the garage and you would otherwise have to walk a long old way, then it probably would be more worth it for you. I'm guessing. Amy says, are you going to add any more pets to the house? Well, there is an ongoing discussion about that. We when we brought home Ranger, you guys might remember that we almost ended up getting a second dog at that time as well. And we always said, well, we'll move to Scotland, we'll get settled, and then we'll get another dog. And that's not yet happened, but at the same time, we have we are still doing work to the house, etc. There's still a lot to do. Plus, we have just renovated the garage, and we've just hired someone for Heavy Doodle and all that jazz. So there's still a lot like happening. But I reckon we might be able to get another dog in the next year or so. That was the plan. Part of me absolutely wants another dog. And I think Ranger, no, I don't think, I know Ranger would love another dog in the house. But I also know how much work it is having another dog, especially if it's a pup. And so I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I also think that Ranger, he loves other dogs, but I kind of fear that he might get super jealous with another dog around Mummy. And if I was like training another dog, I feel like there is the possibility that he might not be so keen on it if there's a threat to him being Mummy's boy. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out there. Do any of you guys have any thoughts on the matter? Any input? Let me get your comments back up. Disappeared on me. You don't want to get another, hamster. Yeah, the fat-tailed gerbil. Actually, he was amazing. I would, in an instant, I think, get another fat-tailed gerbil. He was just so amazing. Little Fiskars. But I have to say that he was just such a good little boy that I feel like it's still a little raw, which is probably crazy for a little rodent. But no, we loved him so much. He's so good. Lost sound for a bit, but okay now. Maybe it's my cable. I wonder if my cable is a bit hit or miss at the moment. Let me see. We'll put this in here, shall we? Nice. So there is a bit of a trick to this to make sure that you don't get any glue on the outside here. You have to be able to slide it at all times. So you're either sticking everything to the outside or everything to this inside panel. And not in between. No. stick one down like this, I think. Maybe trim it off like so and stick this down. Here like this. And curl it up so it has a little bit of dimension. Oh, we don't want that to stick to it though. What is sticking? Oh, there's a little bit of glue out there. Here you go. Might actually be better to stick these outside ones with wet glue to make sure that it's going to stick down. Amy says, I'm not allowed to get a second dog because my dog wouldn't approve. She's in her elderly years and just needs all the love and quiet. Oh. What kind of dog is Ranger, and would you get the same breed for the second? Ranger is a cockapoo, and yes, we would get the same dog for the second because the reason we got a cockapoo actually was we did some extensive research. I went through I was going to say a phase, but like it was several years of borrowing other people's doggies. There's a website called Borrow My Doggy, and I would work from home and walk other people's dogs. And the reason we did that is because Piper has got bad skin. She can have some allergies, and she would sometimes kind of break out in hives, which is not very nice, bless her. And every time I took a dog out for a walk, or anytime we saw somebody walking their own dog, we would literally go up to them and be like, hi, can your dog lick my child? And so we did some research that on just getting different breeds of dog to lick Piper, essentially. Sounds weird. And we did some research online as well. So if you're allergic to cats, all cats have the same protein that you are allergic to. It's in their saliva. However, with dogs, it's a little bit different, and that different breeds have different types of proteins. And we were trying to find one that would work. And we were very lucky in the fact that there was one dog that I was borrowing called Jasper, and he was a cockapoo, and his mummy was going away to South Africa for a while, and asked if we would look after him. So we said that we would keep him overnight and see how Piper reacted. And actually, she was absolutely fine. So we decided that we would get a cockapoo because she was fine with Jasper. And I do know that even though cockapoos are like, people say they're like hyperallergenic, etc., some of them still do shed. So it's not, I mean, so Ranger doesn't shed at all, and it is amazing. It's one of those things that you forget how lucky you are until you see another dog that does shed. So it is so good that he doesn't shed, but it's not really about that in regards to the allergies. But if we were getting another dog, we would definitely get one the same breed, hoping that Piper's skin would be okay with it. You know? All right, so let's stick this in here. Amy says, I love chatting about dogs. Yeah. We're really lucky here because a lot of the neighbors have got dogs as well. And one of the neighbors that we're really friendly with has got a 1-year-old golden doodle called Fergus, and Ranger loves Fergus so much. They're like best buds. And a lot of the time we'll have Fergus over, we'll have Jamie and Sarah over in the garden. And sometimes we just message Jamie and go, Ranger's being a pest, can Fergus come play? So he'll come and play in the garden for like half an hour or something and absolutely tire each other out. And then there's also across the way this way, over here, there's someone that has 3 dogs, but one of them is a Cocker Spaniel, and she's lovely. She's so sweet. And I would be like, can Lexi come up the hill? And Lorraine will like lift her over the gate, and then we'll walk up the hill together, and then I'll just like pop her back over the gate whenever we get home. So it's so nice. And there's loads of others. There's other ones as well. But Ranger has taken it upon himself to be in charge of like looking out and seeing every time somebody walks past if they've got a dog, and he wants to go out there with them if they have a doggy. Jasmine said, per Piper, I remember her allergy when her allergies first started. Oh, I know, they were so bad. Okay, let's see if we can get some of these kind of vines on the card. I'm going to stamp these loose ones here, these solid ones, hanging down with some Catherine Pooler ink. Let's see. We'll go for some green tea for the underneath ones, I think. Does Donna still have your cat? Yes, she does. I just love these ink pads. They're amazing. All right. That's that one. Let's see if we can extend these down a bit. Curl them round. Do some little baby ones. I'm loving that. So good. And I might stamp some more of these in a darker color on the top so that it kind of looks like we have a foregrounded background. So let me see what other color we could do. What about spruce? So good. In case you guys didn't know, we also have a blog hub happening this week over on the Hefty Doodle blog as well with Thermoweb, and there's some amazing projects on there. I want to go check them out. So good. Let me see. I think I'm gonna have maybe one coming down here. There we go. What do you guys think? So that was green tea and spruce. Amanda says, it's a great hop. So many shiny things. So many shiny things. I think that everybody got really excited about the foil and all the other like pretty shiny things that Thermal Web are fantastic at creating. So there's lots and lots of really pretty shiny things. You got to go check that one out. For sure. So this birdie's going to go about here. Probably should have put him down underneath there, but maybe I can wing that later. Wingman, wing it. Totally an accident. Yeah, I have a little strip in my acetate pile. That will do the job nicely. Let's stick this down. Now, I think I'm going to attempt to get it underneath this panda. I wonder if I could pull this up as well. Oh, it's all going to go pear-shaped if I don't do it carefully. Oh, regrets. This is what happens whenever I just wing my creations instead of planning them all out. Hey-ho. To try and get it in a bit so that it doesn't overhang my envelope. All right, let's put a little bit more glue on this now that I have decimated it. Oh, poor thing. And one more up here. Try this again, shall we? I think that'll work. And when this folds up, we'll go up like this, and my wingman will be flying. That's the plan. Amy says, I'm saving. She's saving her pennies and trying to get creative with what I own. Good for you. And it's one of those things that actually you can probably make masses of stuff with what you own. This is one of those times where I recommend a little stamp roulette because it really does. Oh, I've done that again. I've cut the wrong one. It really does make a big difference. I think it inspires you in ways that inspires you to create in ways which you maybe wouldn't normally create. So yeah, stamp roulette. Big fan. Big fan. That's the one I need. Winging creations is more fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Now I can move this over a wee bit. There you go. Awesome. And this guy is going to hang down somehow as well. I think maybe we will add some leaves to the top section of our creation. Let's grab some glue bird so that we can stick it down. Suzanne says, I've just been in a horrible creative slump. I was just thinking yesterday that I need to try Lesley's Stamp Roulette. Yes, you do. Stamp Roulette is such a great way, because I'm telling you, there's times that I turn on this camera and I do not have a clue what I'm going to make. And not only do I not have a clue what I'm going to make, I feel so like I can't even make anything, you know? But having you guys here always encourages me. And also picking out random stamp sets. It just ends up being so fun. So definitely recommend them. Right, we got a little party happening over there. And I need to die cut some more leaves, I think, for this little guy. And to bring in all these areas at the top to kind of tie it all together. Let me turn you around so you can actually see, or this way even. And don't worry, creative slumps are annoying, but they don't last forever. And you know what the easiest way to get out of, well, I say easy because it's not easy, but what I find is a good way to get out of a creative slump is to just start creating. Just pick up something and just play with it. It does not have to, and just tell yourself, I don't have to make a masterpiece. I just want to play. And yeah, I think actually having that challenge for Stamp Roulette of, I don't have to make a masterpiece. My only rules are that I have to use something from each stamp set. And then it's amazing how it can all come together. I think. So here I'm trying to be careful of the fact that this is going to bend up. So, and I lost a leaf on this when I was pulling it out, but don't worry, we'll cover that up. Cover that up, no one will know. We'll never know. So we need some more leaves on this other side. Amanda says, if I'm stumped, I find a card on Pinterest or Instagram and I try to recreate it. And the time I get it going, it gets the juices flowing. That's a good idea as well, because also it's just a way to kickstart the system. And what you'll probably find is that your card won't actually end up anything like what it is that you had initially started to try and recreate, because all you need is that little jumping off points. My biggest challenge at the moment is, I guess it's a lifestyle thing. Maybe you guys can help me with this. So I always would have crafted in the evening, and that would have been, you know, my time to do what I wanted to do. And now that Piper's 10, and especially in summer months, what I'm finding is that she's not going to bed as early as she once did. You know, when she was a kid, she'd go to bed at 7 or something. So by the time we had our dinner and put her to bed, and then I could sit and have a cup of tea for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then be like, right, what am I going to do tonight? I felt like I had an evening. Whereas, to be honest, now it feels like I don't have an evening at all. That by the time she's heading off to bed, it's probably also one of those, she's at that age, she's like pre-teen, etc. So she's also not wanting to go to bed. So there's a little bit of a challenge there. And so by the time that she finally actually does go to bed, I'm feeling so exhausted that I just going and crafting, or feeling like I've gone past the threshold where I feel like I have an evening. I feel like, well, it's already time to get in my pajamas and just crawl. So I don't know if there is a solution to getting around feeling like that. Amy says, I pick a stamp set I haven't used in a while, or try a new technique in order to get out of a stump. That's a great idea as well. I like that. All right. I think I'm just going to stick him on. I think if I try to do anything else, he'll probably just cause problems. Hey, hi Pam, how you doing? Creative stumps happen to everyone, says Amy, which is very, very true. So here I have my little wild card. I'm feeling there's like a big gap here, so I'm gonna have to find something to go in there for sure. Maybe. Yes, I'll just stick this on here somewhere. Get a little bit of foam for that. Stick him on. Pam, how do you get yourself out of a creative stump? We're just talking about how we can all get in a little bit of a funk sometimes. There we go. Definitely feeling like we have a very obvious gap here. Not so bothered about down here because I think this is like the foreground. Maybe we could add a couple of leaves or something down here. And then this will slide up. Definitely need to stick this down, I think. Bronwyn's here. Hey, Bronwyn. Hi, Leslie. Hi, everyone. I've been watching for a little while, but I was making breakfast. So nice to have you back. Ah, Panko. So good to be back. I'm getting crafty. I'm going wild tonight. Let's stick down all of these little leaves that are sticking up because otherwise they'll catch, I think. Loving this so far. It's looking good. What other critters do we have that would work with this? Any ideas? Should we maybe put my elephant in there or my bear? Or we could have the little like lion. Actually, this could be a bear, I think, as well. I think maybe the elephant might work better. What do you think? Marcy says, I'm very late. Hello, Leslie. Yeah, and everyone. Pam says, I'm in that same funk now. I usually pull out a card kit. Oh, good idea. Good idea indeed. Okay, so what other creatures can we have on this card, or any other suggestions for what to put in that little gap? Ooh, we could put the little cabin from a little shellfish. It might look a little peculiar, I'm not sure. What else do we have? The bugs are all a little out of proportion. I don't think that's going to work for us tonight. We've got dinosaurs, not really going to cut it, I think. Elves, not so much. Unicorns, no. But the crocodile, I think he's going to be too big for that. Nessie's not going to work either. There's a tree stump, but I'm not feeling that. Dogs, no. There's a little turtle. Well, actually, it's a turtle rather than a tortoise. Maybe it was a tortoise, it might work better, but it's a turtle, so I don't think that's gonna work for me. Kitty cat, ducks, hedgehogs. Just having a wee look through all of my stash here. Maybe I could put another bird on it. That might be cute. I can't even think of what else would be in a jungle. Where is my elephants? Let's try my elephants. Making backgrounds can always help if you're in a creative funk or coloring in stamped images. You don't need a full card. That's a good idea. I like that. A snail or a butterfly or a ladybug. So ladybugs are really quite big though. So a little butterfly would maybe work. We could add a little butterfly or little flowers, I suppose. Flowers would work. Let me grab the Bloomin' Marvelous set. Some of these would be cool. This guy kind of looks like a butterfly. We could maybe make that work. Actually, some of these stamps would work too. I'm gonna go back to my Catherine pullers. Do 3 of these. Oh, a snake. Oh, I need a snake stamp set. Yes, I need a snake stamp set. I really do. That would be awesome. I don't have one. That would be so good. So some of the stamps in this set, this Bloomin' Marvelous set, actually layer up. For example, we have the solid leaf here, and then we have a fern, I guess. That can go on top, or can live on its own. We have a couple of options there. And then we have these kind of fronds, which are cute too. So let's see if we can make a itty bitty butterfly. Might not turn out right. Maybe I should have gone for yellow. Yellow is maybe more a butterfly color, is it? Not sure this is going to look like a butterfly. I'm going to see if I can fill that gap. Without making it look like a right old mess. We'll leave that a minute, see if it smooths out a little. Butterflies can come in an array of colors. Yes, they absolutely can. You're right. Let me see if we can get a couple of flowers up front. I'm running out of space on my craft table again. It happens. It happens. I'm going to try and stamp butterfly over the top again. I'm not sure if it's going to work. But we'll see how that, if it flattens out any. Otherwise, we might have to go for a different option. It's not going to work for me. All right. Let's see. Cut some of these guys out. Amy says, are you watching the Olympics? No, I'm not actually. Are they on? I had no idea. I had no idea. not really very sporty. Probably should be. I'd like to be sporty. I'd like to be that person that goes to the gym. But sadly, it's not built that way. Maybe when I grow up, I'll be that way. But I sincerely doubt it. Yeah. Amy says, it started yesterday, but it's in Tokyo. The time difference for me to watch is outrageous. I'm not watching it this year. Oh, yeah, of course, that would be a bit nuts. Yes, I imagine so. That's just what happens. Time difference. Time's different. Time differences suck, I have to say. Kind of like having some of these stamp ones in here because it has the border, and I think it makes it more interesting in the inside here. I think that works. Let's see if I can find a flower that might work. Love the layers on this card, says Amy. Thanks. It's really all coming together, isn't it? So good. So pretty. So what does everybody have planned for the weekend? I think I need to go and get some paint to paint our gate. That's been on the agenda for a little while and hasn't really been made much progress in that department. working on it. Yeah, I mean, it was still looking like it was on my end as well, but they can't hear it. They can't hear it. Just hold fire. Hold on, Craigie's over here. Working? Working now? Question mark? Oh, that's you. Don't know. Is it working? Yeah. Somebody give me a smile. So that's a good sign. Thank you, Craig. You need to remind me how to do that so I can try it again. I thought I had it sussed earlier whenever I got it working, but obviously not. It's just a temperamental beast. Just like me. I'm a temperamental beast sometimes too. Aren't we all? So for those of you, thanks guys. For those of you who missed me there for a little bit, I attempted to draw the butterfly around the sort of floral shape, and it was not doing it for me. So I went over to the No Matter What stamp set and pulled out the world's tiniest butterfly stamp. And I've done a couple of these. And maybe by having a little selection of them, it makes it more of a feature, so that's good. Just have to try and not lose them. Oh no, oh no, I accidentally moved that one. Dead butterfly. It happens. It happens. Never mind. Let me see if I can find a little dot for my butterflies. Might just have to, oh, here, I know what I can do. I can use some of my strips because they're teeny, teeny, tiny. And then I'll get nice dimension with my little butterflies. Alexis says, what type of tape is that you're using to to hold the die cut onto the plate? That is Heffy memo tape, which you definitely need. This is Heffy memo tape. It is a low tack tape, and it is paper based, so you can rip it easily, and you can use it for masking, creating masks for your stamps. And because it's low tack, it won't rip your project whenever you're taking it off. Sometimes if you're using things like washi tape, then it will, when it runs through the machine, it almost presses down and reacts again and reactivates the sticky, and it can rip your project, which I have to tell you is very annoying. Oh, we should give him a net. He looks like he should be, this has to happen right now. Come on, this has to happen right now. Let me give him a net. There is a net in this No Matter What stamp set. And just the way he's looking out there just looks like it's perfect. Perfect for catching butterflies. Has to happen. Yeah, queen. Oh, but you just love it when you get a little bit of inspiration, hit ya, and you're like, boom. And all of a sudden, there was no more creative slump. maybe not, but still we'll take what we can get. Let me color him in. A little BG10. Little BG10 action. Marcy says, love my Happy Memo Tape, use it all the time. Bronwyn also says, Happy Memo Tape is the best. It is. It is the best, I have to say. Oh, there. I love it so much. And I've had loads of people say, oh, I've tried this and I've tried that. And I keep going back to Happy Memo Tape. And in fact, we just had a massive delivery of it because all the retailers are going mad for it again. We go through little spats. It's probably been mentioned somewhere. But where did it go? Oh, it's still on my plate. Funny. Yeah, so somebody's probably mentioned it somewhere. They're definitely all about the Happy Memo Tape. Oh, so cute. Definitely loving this. Let me stick this up with a little bit of foam tape. Let's see. Oh, it's so cute. All the other jungle animals are just chilling. Just being wild animals. And the panda's all like, I'm gonna catch me some butterflies. He's adorable. Two more little butterfly babies here. Stick on. And one last one. Where are we going to put him? Yeah, I think I'll just stick him in the middle. Yeah. Right, guys, this is all coming together really well, but I think we need to start sticking. With definitely need Morgan to work on a Friday night to remind me to press buttons. All right. So let's cut a card for my, or let's cut a piece of colored cardstock into my card base. And maybe we'll go green, maybe we'll go blue. I actually think I might go blue. And then we'll get the blue shine through whenever we pull it up. So we'll get some Ice Blast, I think. Would be nice. Oh, and I've just realized my trimmer is outside. Have to do this in a most peculiar way. If I can. Oh, I have this trimmer. That'll do. Might chew it up a little bit because I've not used it in a while. But let's see. So 3.5 is what I want it to be. 3.5 and 3.5 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.5. So 3.5 I want to offer. Boom. Oh, it's not so bad. And then 3.5 to crease. That does not look halfway. Nope, that was not halfway. Have I done this wrong? Oh no, it's fine. I must have done something wrong in another department. All right. So now I have my card base from Ice Blast. I will put this in here. And I'm going to do my pull-out panel in Sunny Side Up, I think, which is a beautiful yellow color that I love a lot. I love it. Actually, one of my favorites of the whole collection. Sunny Side Up. So let's cut this down. Tape it in place. So for this one, you need to be a little careful. So this, in an ideal world, we would have had a solid die. However, if we had a solid die, we would have had to create the die side by side, and it would have cost a buttload more money. So for you guys to buy. So we put it in here, and we've done the straight lines on it so that you can trim it off neatly. But when you lay it down, just make sure you don't squeeze it together. Just lay it down naturally, and that will die cut evenly. Yeah, let's do it. So when it comes out, it'll look like this. Da, 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 da. And all you need to do then is take, I recommend a trimmer. You can use a pair of scissors, but a trimmer just makes it easier, I find. And I also find that if you continue that long line, like so, then you can see exactly where those notches are, and you can line it up with your trimmer. See, they're lined up with the groove on my trimmer. And just square that off. Bada boom, baby. And then this is going to go right behind my panel here. And it's going to stick right to the bottom here. So I can have it this way with the round edge coming up, or I can have it this way with the flat edge coming up. It's really up to you. I'm actually going to attempt something. I'm going to try and stick two pieces of card together because I want to get that pull tab nice and sturdy. So let's see if I can make that work. Pam says she's home from work. Home from work, and Leslie's still crafting it. Very cute card. Lots of detail. Ah, thanks. Okay, let's stick these together to make it nice and sturdy. I'm going to use some wet glue for this. Pam says it's only a 25 or 30-minute drive. Oh, good. There we go. That's looking really good. The wet glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room here. But that's much sturdier now. It'll get even more sturdier as it dries. So I'm going to put this, line it up so that there is an overhang on both sides that is pretty much even. And I'm thinking whether I want foam tape or double-sided sticky tape. I think I'm going to do double-sided sticky tape. Not foam tape. What am I trying to say? Oh, actually, do you have foam tape? Should we do foam tape? Thinking we could do foam tape. It might make the card more sturdy. Yes, let's do foam tape, guys. So, I'm going to add foam tape to this middle section here. I'm also going to add foam tape to the outside, but we'll deal with that. Deal with this one first of all. And it's only on that skinny section at the bottom. Peel this off. And stick this down, making sure we line this bottom edge up with the bottom. Of that, and it should line up with the top section here. I feel like I'm a little off, but it'll do the trick. Next, I'm going to add foam tape all around the outside edges. But this time, instead of using the 12mm foam tape, I'll use my 5mm foam tape. Making sure there's plenty of room between the foam and my yellow piece of card. And the same over here, we'll do 2 layers. To make it nice and firm. Push it down. And then we're going to stick this right onto our card. Like so. Need to get my head in here. We'll line it up. And give it a good smoosh all the way down. Loving this so much. And this then is going to slide like so, really easily. And we'll have lots of real estate in the middle to write our sentiment. Now, before I do that, I'm going to put a little, maybe a little arrow up here. Let me see what we can do. On the slimline pull tab dies, there is a little arrow bit. So I'm going to just quickly cut that out on the fly. Wonder if I could cut it out of this little scrap of blue. Just to show that it is a pull tab. And then we just need to put a sentiment in the inside. And I'm thinking something like "Go wild, it's your big day," or something like that. Any suggestions? We've got "Happy Bee Day." No. I think we're going to need to grab the jet alphabeters to make our sentiment today. Oh, where is my jet alphabeters? E, F. Oh. Jet, where are you? Oh, there you are. And we'll just stamp this straight on and hope for the best. Let me grab my little acrylic block and I'll use, I think I'm going to use grass skirt maybe. I'm going to test what it'll look like on the blue. Yeah, that looks fine. So just taking one letter at a time, and I'm actually going to pretend that I'm not attempting to get it straight. I want it a little bit wonky because just trying to get it straight will end in tears. I'm telling you, we're going to just go for that whimsical look. So I have the word day. And as much as I can, I'm going to attempt to start in the middle. So, and I wonder if I've got a little one that says it's your big day. I'm sure I do. It's just finding it. Let me see if I can find it. Any ideas, you guys? Always reach out to you. You all right, sweetie? Hope your day is. That's not going to work. I know I have it on a stamp set somewhere. Ooh, have a wishing you. No. Beautiful. Nope. This is going to be one of those annoying times where it's the last one. It's your big day. I actually got one that says it's your big day, but it's very tiny, so that's not going to work. Sorry, you forgot your big day? Popping by, no. It's my birthday, it's your birthday. Oh, it's your big day. That might work. Quite small. Let me see what anyone else is saying. I have to design add-on sentiments for things like this. Absolutely. We could have it's your. And then we're nearly done. Yeah, okay, that worked. That was worth it. I was thinking, I'm not going to find one that's going to be such a drag. It's your big day. And I want to have go wild. And I'm thinking I might go for a different color. I'm not sure if the yellow or the sauna color will show up on it. So there's only one way to find out. I think we'll do that. L D. I'm going to try and do a multiple situation here. Wild. Okay, and I need room for a W and an exclamation mark, hopefully. Oh, my eye is a little bit off on its own. But we can make it work. We'll just make this sentiment a little bit more spaced out compared to the others. There we go. I think we're done. Clean this little guy up. I might add a couple of little love hearts or stars around it just to kind of bring it all together. I think that will make it really cool. And then there's room up here at the very top to write your sentiment whenever you pull up your slider pop up. So let's take a final look at the card that we've made today. Here we go. Here it is. Lots going on, really busy, lots of layers, lots of fun. We've got all of our jungly themed animals here. And then we'll pull this up and it says, go wild, it's your big day. Yay! Love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Love my little bird flying in the sky there. Such a fun card to make, and I love the way the Amazonian leaves and everything ties in with all of those other critters. Yay! Stephanie says it looks so cool. I love it, Lesley. Awesome. Right, let me put this on here. And I will be saying good night and bidding you all sweet dreams, because I'm going to go get my pajamas on. Really warm. Going to get a big glass of water, and I will see you guys not next Friday because we'll have visitors, but we'll definitely be doing a live stream over on Heavy Doodlers next week at some point, so keep an eye out for that. And please come on over to the store. We've got a special promotion on with the all for celebrating National Junk Food Day. Every unhealthy stamp set is discounted at the moment, so you can get some good savings on that, and no calories, so why not? Also, come on over to Heavy Doodlers. We're celebrating 1,000 Heavy Doodlers on our Facebook fan group, so come on over and comment, and you can be in with a chance to win some goodies. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I shall see you next time. Bye.